And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for Na'Vi versus RoX.KiS. Big match in Starladder Season 9. Na'Vi coming off on a, well, rather disappointing loss to Power Rangers. 76-minute epic of a game, but in the end, PR out late game day. Spectre, Ancient Apparition lineup. Not something you see every day. And now Na'Vi, with one loss to their name, still able to qualify for the LAN finals, but need a few more wins here. I believe they're, I think I said they're 8-2. I believe they're actually 9-2. So if they get at least 2-3 more wins, they should be in decent shape, but not quite there yet. Of course, I'm LDB on the summit, and I'm joined here by Merlini.
How's it going?
Hey, buddy.
I did not expect Na'Vi to lose that game.
Power Rangers are the Na'Vi Slayers. They always beat Na'Vi in the group stages. They have their number.
This is true. Are Na'Vi's playoff contention spot in dire shape, or just like
no? If they win out, they still qualify for sure. But if they lose,
like, they lose one more.
I think they can lose one more. If they lose like 2-3 more, then it becomes a little dicey.
Okay. Okay.
Empire just won another game today, and they were in. I think they were 12-1. So if Na'Vi win 3 more games, I think they're guaranteed at that point because they'd be same number of wins as Empire. So well, time for RoX.KiS versus Na'Vi. In terms of RoX.KiS, we can actually. I'm gonna take a look at their record. They are 9-3. Na'Vi, oh maybe they are 8-2. I'm not sure, but either way, RoX.KiS 9-3, a team that could qualify, but has a tough final few matches. They have to play Na'Vi. I believe they have 2 other big name teams still on the docket, so they've got a tougher schedule than some of these other teams who have similar records, and thus I think a lot of people are looking at RoX.KiS and saying, I don't know if they can put enough wins together. But on paper, if they win out, they also would qualify. So a lot of teams still controlling their own destiny, which is a cool place to be in.
So looking at this draft, we see RoX.KiS first pick Dazzle. Dazzle, he was like super hot a few weeks ago. Not too many teams first pick him anymore.
Yeah, Dazzle is... Na'Vi did go for him with the Dazzle Ancient Apparition opening in the first 2 picks last game, but they didn't first overall pick him, and when you do that, you are giving away a lot. Na'Vi get their hands on the Batrider Doom. They used this yesterday against NextKZ and just absolutely destroyed NextKZ, who I think that game opened Ancient Apparition Prophet. It was a pretty squishy lineup, a lineup that was just like easy pickoffs in the mid game. So RoX.KiS a lot more durable with these 2, but yeah, still. Is the Dazzle worth it? I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think Batrider's a little bit stronger. I think he's a far better offlaner than Centaur, and he's like strong at all stages of the game. Centaur, he can't farm his blink as fast, and he like tends to fall off in the later game, like 30 plus minutes. But we'll see how that works out. They have a ton of burst though with Dazzle and Centaur.
Yeah, a lot of burst, very durable lineup. Grave obviously good against the lasso, good against the Doom ultimate potentially in some situations. So and just a hero that you want to not have to deal with, which means maybe they have to blow lasso or Doom on a support, frees up your cores a bit. RoX.KiS actually the ones to ban out the tree here. Something Puppy ran yesterday, but anytime you see a team with Goblek banning rather than picking tree, you do say, what's happened to my Dota? Something's changed.
That is crazy indeed. Goblek is he the tree pioneer?
He is. He's the tree-aneer. Although I guess PPD is challenging his claim to the hero.
Yeah, for sure.
We've got a bit of a love triangle brewing between Eastern Europe and the Western US.
This could potentially be a Centaur in the 1 position, although that is very uncommon now. Looks like he's mostly just in that offlane role.
Na'Vi bans Slark and Starladder, heroes that are more likely to be in the 1 role, so Na'Vi certainly don't expect it. But
yeah,
doesn't mean it's not possible.
Slark very good against Bat, and Starladder pretty good with Dazzle. Very good synergy with Dazzle, and RoX.KiS loves running Dazzle and Starladder. The minus armor.
Yeah, RoX.KiS definitely like their minus armor lineups, and also I just like the double blink initiation from Starladder and Centaur. It gets a little hard to deal with. If a fight starts going south, you probably just lose 4 or 5 heroes because you cannot run away from those heroes. They have so many ways to cancel TPs, and they're just very quick to close the gap. So Na'Vi want to have a little more time to react here. They get the Kuroki Rubik. Yeah, just a standard Na'Vi support pick, but obviously a strong one. RoX.KiS, what are they gonna do? What's the next step for them?
I don't think we'll see the solo mid until later, probably. So they can just either pick another flexible support. I'm trying to think of any carries that work especially well versus Doom. Wraith King's the only one that really comes to mind. I don't know if RoX.KiS are Wraith King pickers though. Yeah, pretty much you don't want a hero that gets easily shut down by Doom, like Invoker, who's already banned out. Even like a Gyro or Luna standard, they usually get crushed. Even if they rush BKB, they just get owned. So, RoX.KiS will go back to the Abaddon. They really like Dazzle, Abaddon plus Starladder. So I think it's really smart that Na'Vi banned out the Starladder.
They like just the unkillable drafts. Godlike is a big fan of just having heroes that are incredibly annoying to kill.
Wraith King is the epitome of unkillable.
Yeah.
They haven't?
Unless there's some Mana Burn in play. Not really any great Necrobook carriers. No Invoker this game, but there's still the Anti-Mage, I guess. Doom likely to go to Havost, though, here. I have not seen Denny play that ever, so.
It could be Funnick, too. But Funnick more likely than not on the Batrider.
Yeah.
Haven't we seen Dendy play Batrider? I think so.
Yeah, but it's not often. It's normally Funnick.
It's not this patch.
Weaver's a possible candidate carry for RoX.KiS as well. Something that goes well with the Dazzle Abaddon. Very, very tough.
He gets destroyed by Doom, though. I think they want a more durable one.
Like who?
Strength carry? I'm trying to think of... I mean, Wraith King is the most obvious one. Starladder would have been pretty good, too, because he...
See, my issue with Wraith King is sure he's hard to kill, but...
Yeah,
Na'Vi might just be able to kite him.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be that particularly good. I need the hero list. Oh, connecting the Dota 2 network.
Uh-oh. That ain't good.
That ain't good. Well, let's hope we don't have to remake for any reason.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Lifestealer, not particularly good here. Any other strength stunners?
Dragon Knight, I guess, but
I would like Chaos Knight.
They could actually run Dendy Dragon Knight mid.
Chaos Knight would be awesome.
Oh wait, no, we're talking about RoX.KiS. Yeah, I don't know.
Dragon Knight's not bad either. It's pretty good mid. I think ranged or tanky though. They could just go like super fat Luna or something like that too. That also works, but as of right now, they have like a decent mid game fight and decent supports, but I'm not really sure how they're going to attack Na'Vi. Do they want to fight early on and hope they can outlast Na'Vi in team fights, or do they want to gear super late and make someone Superman with Dazzle and Abaddon? I'm not really sure yet.
You will see. Na'Vi running out of all kinds of time here. No bonus time left after this, and
10 seconds
they're bringing it down to the wire here, Ben. They do realize this is an important match. Not able to give up too many more losses after that loss to PR. Enigma's the choice for Na'Vi, so they go for the greedy jungler. Something Puppy loves to pull out if they have a support pick in the pocket, and the enemy team clearly can't really shut them down, then they'll go for something like this.
They have so many ways to initiate, though. Batrider, Doom, and Enigma, and yeah, there's really nothing to stop it. I mean, Dazzle can, but usually he's not going to be that close to him, and definitely nothing that goes through BKB at this point.
Luna is the choice for RoX.KiS.
Na'Vi's turn to ban.
Yeah, Luna's decent. She has to get like pretty fat though, because if she gets doomed, they don't really have that much damage.
I just don't. What's the synergy here with the Luna pick? Nobody else is particularly good at pushing. They're not going to win in a War of Greed when Na'Vi have the better jungling lineup. They've got the Doom for Devour Gold, Batrider's fast in the woods of farming as well, and
5 seconds
they're less like cooldown dependent than Na'Vi. Na'Vi,
yeah.
Like Doom is pretty long cooldown. Enigma Black Hole is pretty long cooldown, so maybe they can take advantage of towers. And if Na'Vi just mess up like one Black Hole, they can just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. But that depends on Na'Vi not being able to win a 5-on-5.
Yeah, and I guess it comes down to the centerpiece pick here for RoX.KiS. Their final pick should be their solo mid. What kind of a hero do they actually choose to go with? Do they go for a Dragon Knight who can help push down towers with the Luna? Do they pick up... Puck got banned by Na'Vi, so worried about RoX.KiS getting an initiator.
They need an initiator and tempo controller. Like, Centaur is decent, but you don't want him to be your sole initiation because he gets pretty countered by BKB, which Enigma and Doom are pretty likely to go this game.
Yeah, Puck does as well, but Puck can also come online quite early before the BKBs.
Puck can also just jump in and jump out. Like, if Centaur blinks in, there is almost no escape plan from there.
Stampede out. Wow.
Yeah.
Dendy Tinker. This was not expected. I don't know if I've seen Na'Vi run Tinker at all. I mean, they have in the past, but not
in the past, but recently, no. Tinker's cool. A little bit of old school.
Na'Vi's lineup is really scary late game now. This lineup is hard to push against, hard to go late against. RoX.KiS gonna have some good laning stage.
I think Tinker's more of a target pick against RoX.KiS because of their general playstyle. because their general playstyle's early 5-man, and their mid to late is like it's decent. But what I know RoX.KiS for is they draft these like Dazzle, Abaddon, like tree sort of lineups. They 5-man. They're really good at 5-man and team fighting, and Tinker just like kind of shuts that down. You're gonna have to attack Navi a different way, and RoX.KiS is gonna have to pull a somewhat different strategy.
Well, they go for the solo Shadow Shaman.
It's a lot of push.
Yeah, it is a good pushing lineup. Navi are a good defensive lineup, though.
Yeah.
Very good at turtling. And if you overextend, their counter initiation is pretty much unparalleled. Lasso, Doom, Rubik can steal some good spells here. Also has the Lift, the Blink Black Hole later on, perhaps. And just the March spam to worry about. So RoX.KiS will want to just take an early advantage and roll with it. Take some fast towers with the Shadow Shaman wards, the Luna Aura. Maybe get an early mech up on somebody here. Well, anyone really could in theory. But we'll see if they're able to do it. Now, guys, it's our third match. We've got 6 total today, so 3 more after this. A big day of Starladder Europe action as we close in on the LAN finals in Kiev. We're over 200,000 US dollars in prize money. I think now over 205,000 is waiting. On the Radiant side, we've got RoX.KiS sitting 9-3 in an okay position to advance, but needing some more wins. Navi on the Dire 8-2. We start with RoX.KiS. 6-3-3 handling your Luna. Yol going to be playing the Dazzle. Goblak, your support Abaddon. The Mastermind, the genius himself. Solo as the solo mid Shadow Shaman, how appropriate. And Sadoy as your off-lane Centaur. And then on the Dire side, Team Navi. Havost will be playing your Doom. Early Stout Shield picked up. Dendi, the Tinker, but looking to defend his own jungle, at least for starters. Kuroki on the Rubik. They do put Funnick onto the Bat Rider. Boots and a ward, probably going straight to the off-lane. And then Puppy with 5 clarities as the Enigma.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not sure if Funnick's going to start off in the offlane. He certainly should, though, with his boots first. And the GLHFs come out. So
looks like they just want to defend their own woods because Navi know they need their woods with the relatively greedy draft they've started with.
Yeah, I mean, RoX.KiS doesn't have the best lineup to contend, though. Abaddon is probably the second most passive support, I say, other than Tree. Like, they're already... This is very unlikely that they're going to come into the jungle, and even if they do, they're probably not going to be able to do anything because Enigma is extremely strong.
Yeah, I guess better safe than sorry for Navi, as they'll finally rotate Funnick down to the bottom lane. The Rune will spawn. It'll be an Invis top for Kuroki. And he'll just look to scout things out here. There is a sentry up for Goblak, but not going to look to waste that now. So we'll rotate into the laning stage, and Dendi, Tinker solo mid against solo Shadow Shaman. What do you make of this matchup?
I think that neither hero should get a kill. Like, their burst is pretty easy to predict, and
unless you go laser rockets, but that is pretty uncommon.
I think Dendy should have the upper edge in CS, though. He has like slightly better attack animation.
Well,
and he has laser.
Top lane, it's the Bruisers. You've got your double melee lane for RoX.KiS, but heroes that are just almost unharassable as well, so Rubik not going to do much to these, and Kuroki in the end will just trot off to the woods. He'll just get ready to pull while Puppy does some stacking, but I think he mistimed this a little bit. Maybe he wasn't trying to stack. Yeah, just farming.
Indeed.
Now Funnick back to the offlane. He did not get a stack off either. Eats a tree on the way back. Was he like thinking of going to the woods?
There's a little bit of harass from Havos and Goblak. Did he? What was it? What were you asking?
Well,
about
Funnick like went to the woods. It looked like he was gonna stack, but I don't see one, so I guess he just missed it. He was like over here.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I wasn't keeping an eye out on him.
Well, gotta fix our stats here. We had a mass buybacks game, so I switched to sort it by team. But hopefully, for the sake of my voice, we don't get another 70+ minute game. Although I wouldn't mind it, to be honest. It was quite a treat to cast, but. Yeah, for now, Navi just farming the Enigma freely in the woods. In terms of the actual creep, or the lane farmers, looks like there's a slight edge here for RoX.KiS. Although Dendi is racking up the denies mid.
Yeah, Dendi loves his denies. I think he denies a lot more than a lot of other solo mids. Yol already centered this, so not a super early boots of travel for Tinker with the Ancients blocked.
Yeah, at the same time, if he's left unchecked mid, he can still get it relatively fast. And the thing is, RoX.KiS, my one concern is they're not really good at ganking the Tinker. I guess the Shadow Shaman's decent, but where's the follow-up to that? Maybe he gets ward trapped.
Yeah, maybe once they get Stampede, it'll be a little bit easier, but early game, I don't think they can kill him before BOTs.
Yeah, we'll see if they give Funnick a sentry here as well. Nothing yet, though. He's going to find out fairly soon. In fact, there's a ping. I think he's saying I'm going to stack the Ancients, because I don't see Na'Vi with any sentries yet, so... Not going to be able to deward that one.
There's a ward here, guys.
Well, he'll find out soon. He's just pinning it. I guess he knows.
He
must have
tried it at
to
the
stack
2-minute mark,
Okay.
yeah. I saw him try.
He's just... Guys, buy me sentries. Puppy's like, I could, or I could rush something.
Weasel Crow, or Weasel Bottle. Jeez. I think it's
1,000.
slow. It's 3 minutes. I'm surprised they haven't upgraded the Crow yet.
Yeah, they haven't upgraded the Crow. They haven't bought sentries for Funnick, and Puppy has 1,000 gold. What is he going for?
I'm not sure. Probably still wants to decide how RoX.KiS is going to take it. Like, whether Luna gets a HOD or gets drums. It'll play into what they expect RoX.KiS to do. Drums is early push, HODs just stack and farm, and they can go even greedier if they wanted to.
Dem denies.
I don't know why he likes deny so much. I remember watching him play OD, and he just had like 40 denies. What is going on here?
Yeah, even when there's no one in the lane, and like you
Yeah.
don't really need to control the equilibrium.
So they finally dewarded it. Looks like he will get the 4-minute stack off, so that's pretty good for Na'Vi. Because Batrider's still level 1, so as soon as Tinker gets his BOTs, I think they'll create space for Batrider to get
We'll
his.
go for the first blood attempt here, but Havost will pop the heal.
He's too fat.
Way too fat.
Doom's so
This
tanky.
is just the beefcake lane. You've got your Doom, your Centaur, your Abaddon.
Yeah.
All the big boys. Meanwhile, bottom lane. Funnick in a slight bit of trouble. Solo on the chase, has the boots, but Funnick does as well. So he'll retreat out safely, and they'll try and Lucent Beam him. They're really committing for this.
That was close. That was real close. He almost got shackled and hexed.
Couldn't quite get in range. That Shadow Shaman, just so slow.
Yep.
Well, Puppy's still not spending his gold here.
Maybe if Dazzle had level 2 poison touch instead of 1-1-1, they might have been able to get a kill, but that's a pretty small thing. So Puppy's still 1,600 gold. Not sure what he's gonna get. Oh, looks like he has arcanes. They want to push early because this is a terrible anti-push lineup.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Pretty bad, especially this dual lane, like double melee against mass Eidolons. But
Centaur can just run in with Iron Shell and like double edge the lane. That'll work.
easy,
Easy.
easy.
Yeah, that's pretty dubious. Well, Funnick now. The one thing I'll say is Funnick is struggling a bit, and the woods is not being stacked for him. Your Enigma, Puppy has been farming for himself, not for others. And I guess as a result, normally Funnick comes online pretty early. One of the more just reliable and effective off-lane farmers, but he'll be somewhat out of the game. They'll look to Puppy to make up for that. Already level 6 and already pushing. Where did his arcane? Did he sell the arcanes?
I'm not sure. Where did his arcanes go?
Are those?
What? I see him on him.
Oh, I
now.
think he gave them to Krokia and they just...
Oh, he had a clarity on him. That's why.
Okay. Maybe I clicked on the wrong hero. Maybe I'm crazy. Midas up on the Luna. So they will go greedy, and Na'Vi, we'll see if they look to punish that.
I think they can. Well, maybe not with the Batrider, but... Well, here they go.
For now, they are stacking the Ancients, at least. Solo could be caught out here. Malefice, oh, Puppy gets fogged.
He didn't have March up. I don't think that's a kill, even if they do get the Malice off. Unless he gets a Black Hole up. But that's questionable. Dazzle was fairly close to there. Well, it looks like it will be a 3-sec on the Ancients. Funnick can just leech XP there if he really needs to. Tinker, not the most important for experience, just definitely needs his goal. Looks like he's going to skip the Soul Ring, probably just go straight BOTs.
Yeah, you still want to go back for it, but I guess just make sure you get the 2,000 gold before they start ganking you.
Mm-hmm.
And
It
it's
is
a little bit harder to save up for.
Yeah, with what? Where did Luna's Midas go? Oh, I thought.
Oh, she bought it, but
she
had
bought
not
it.
delivered
Okay.
it.
I was like, what?
Yeah, disappearing arcane boots. Disappearing.
Well, it's weird that she didn't buy like the recipe, bring it to her, buy the gloves of haste, and get that extra, 45 seconds maybe.
Yeah, if you send the recipe out first, but
So do I
maybe you wanted to see what Na'Vi did.
Misses stomp on top. He just like walked up and was just backed off. I don't know. That was not very close to connecting.
I feel like they're not getting this kill anyway. Kroki will just lift and throw him back, and that'll be the end of the engagement anyway.
Yep. Puppy may be setting up for a rotation though. If Sadoy comes in out, no, they haven't reserved ward. They spot him out.
For now, just content to farm, and there's your Doom Midas. So Na'Vi are happy to just get greedy as well. If RoX.KiS don't want to pressure them, then great. We've got Tinker, Doom, Enigma.
I think Doom's late game line, or Dendy's and Doom, they're more than enough to deal with the Luna late game. So I think playing the farmer is not the worst
They're running
idea.
a one-core lineup against a Doom and a Bat Rider.
Well, their other option is to push into a Tinker, who will have BOT and 300 gold.
Well,
so.
is it just checkmate from the draft then?
I would say that Navi outdrafted RoX.KiS, but I don't think it's checkmate. They can still get like super fat on Luna, and they do have the appropriate support to back her up.
I do feel like it's RoX.KiS have to play better though.
Yes, definitely.
Well, now they'll rotate towards top. They do have their Arcane Boots online for the Shadow Shaman, cooling down, but with a regen rune up, they'll look to pressure the top tower. Tranquil's delivered for Sidoi. No level 6 on the Centaur yet, though. Dazzle does have a TP scroll as well. Could look to join the push. They could look to bring the Luna in, too. Something that LGD International used to do when they started, like, way back after TI2 was just rotating the Luna early for a 5-man in the enemy safe lane, trying to take over their jungle, shut down the lane farm, and Solo gets lifted up, drop back into a black hole and a Doom. They want this first blood, and Navi will secure it. Not much that they could do about that. Pavost trying to retreat out. Can he live? No, not able to. Luna's joined the fray. And although they lose their Shadow Shaman, they will pop a Centaur and give chase onto Croaky. They know Doom's down. They know Black Hole's down. Dendy is here, lurking in the trees, but he just doesn't have much mana without the Soul Ring. Can't even rearm, actually. Oh, he's got to walk back to base.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Well, I guess he can wait 30 seconds, but...
The Doom was a little preemptive. It was, I wouldn't say obvious that Puppy was going to Black Hole, but he was in a very good position to, grabbing the two heroes that would be able to stop him. And they kind of used the Doom on the Shadow Shaman, who was already dead in the Black Hole anyways. If he had Doom the Centaur instead, then they wouldn't have been able to get a return kill on him.
I do like this from RoX.KiS. They could have taken the tier 1 top, but they know with Navi's cooldowns down, they can pressure any tower they want, and they're going to pressure a more important tower. They'll go for the mid tower. Opens up access to Roshan, allows them to go scout out the Ancient stack, which is present. They'll ward it too. And with Eclipse still online, potentially RoX.KiS can catch Dendy farming those.
Yeah.
So I just like that adjustment of saying, let's get the more important tower instead.
It also helps that Dendy couldn't BOT back, but they didn't know that.
It is a fast pair of boots of travel, even without the Ancients to farm.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's got a stack, so if he farms that stack, that'll be a Soul Ring. Although, already the Ring of Regen up. Havost in the end, sure, you know, he had the death earlier, but still sitting on a Midas and farming quite well overall. Enigma farming well, Tinker farming well. Navi's still in a very comfortable position, I feel, despite giving up that early tower.
Yeah, Tinker really needs to get this Ancient stack, though. RoX.KiS can definitely do it. They just need to drop Rasta wards, which I think is completely worth taking this Ancient stack out for. So I think Navi should take that soon. But if they do want to contest it, it's going to be very difficult, because RoX.KiS is going to be in a very compromising position.
Well, mid lane, there's a huge backstab gank from Goblek on the Batten of all heroes. Kuro, he's stolen the Ether Shock, turns around, tries to do some damage, but won't be enough. Centaur ult, get the free kill on the Rubik mid, and
I'm surprised he lifted Shadow Shaman towards him.
I don't think he was getting out there anyway with the Centaur ult.
Yeah, it would have been, I guess he wanted to do some damage maybe.
And also he was just completely caught off guard there. So all of a sudden a Batten right up in your grill. Not a good way to wake up.
Check Funix Blink Dagger status. 800 gold until then. That's going to be like a 14-minute with this Golem.
Yeah, it just goes back to Puppy was farming the jungle, not stacking for Funnick, and Funnick stayed bottom for a while. I guess he could have rotated to his own wood sooner, but that would have hurt Dendy a bit, who wouldn't have had an early quad stack.
So here we go with the Ancient stack. Does anyone actually have a smoke? Looks like Abaddon has a smoke, and everyone's heading over there right now. They want to contest this, but I think it's going to be too late. It's already fairly low. Centaur does have his Blink Dagger up surprisingly early.
Well, they might get here in time to catch Dendy farming the bigger creeps. These dragons take ages to bring down, but most of the smaller Ancients already down. Who's going to be the first here into the fight? I guess it'll just be the Centaur. Looking for Dendy, about to get in range. Oh, this is perfect. Blink, stop is there. Double edge follow-up. Dendy just gets popped, and
I don't think, I mean, that's almost not worth it. He got everything except for one small dragon, or one big dragon rather. So he still comes out like tons of experience. Funnick's almost level 8 now, and looks like Funnick may die. Sidoi.
Well, Blink, stop. Maybe this makes it worth it. Double edge as well. Funnick will go down, and they'll take the tier 1 tower. But Navi are trading. They've taken the tier 1 top. They'll go for the tier 2. Well, yeah, I guess like the other thing is not just was it worth it to give Denny that goal, but is it worth it to give up your own tier 2s? Which may well happen here, Puppy. Looking for more Eidolons, will get them now, and it'll be a tower trade, but Na'Vi have Black Hole up, the Tinkerers respawn, and they may well be able to defend this tower bottom.
Shadow Shaman has his blink too, so two blink daggers in the game. They can just drop wards and take this
he
out
has
though.
wards, yeah.
Oh, Funix TPing in. Oh, he canceled.
Yeah,
That's
he
questionable.
TP'd like right as the wards were getting dropped, and wisely will just let it go. By the way, Havost has 3,000 gold at 13 minutes, and the Phase Midas. That is a lot of farm on a Doom.
It is indeed. It is indeed.
What do you think? Early Chivas? Early Shadowblade?
I think something more offensive.
Early
like-
BKB?
Yeah. Early BKB is decent. Because I think they already have the late game secured, then they can just go like a fighting item. But BKB,
Blink Dagger
That's
on
good enough.
Bat Rider. Yeah. A lot of like early to mid game combat items coming out. The mech will be out soon as well. And this is where, well, RoX.KiS don't really have much on BKB. Just maybe the Blink Hex.
Weave is decent. Rasta Wards is like okay. If Luna gets fat, she can do damage herself. She is going to have a BKB herself. But now Doom can just like run in, Doom Luna, and they don't really have any damage. So.
And Dendy's got his own Blink. So Soul Rain's up. All the
Yes.
core items are up. And he's level 10. Not yet max nukes, but he's getting closer. We've got Kittens on the prowl.
Yeah.
They've just been like making the rounds in the studio today.
Smoking a Roshan. I don't know if RoX.KiS knows what's going on. They're probably expecting like a smoke gank somewhere, or just a simple gank on mid.
Roche Pit? I don't think it would even be that good for RoX.KiS. It's only a level 1 Eclipse for them, level 1 Rasta Wards. And they'll be fighting into a mech, so I don't know if RoX.KiS would even have the edge in the pit.
I don't think so. Well,
Plus there's the black hole
wards are
and the
really the wards are really good though.
Oh,
So-
Bo's getting bashed quite a bit. They're forced to pop their mech very early. Na'Vi just a bit lacking in damage. Denny's trying to push out top.
Enigma wasn't able to get his second Eidolons off. He had
Oh
the
wow, Havost almost died into the Roche.
Funny gets blown up. It was a blink initiate by Centaur on him. But yeah, I don't know why Puppy didn't make his second Eidolons. If he had made it, I think it'd be really easy for him to take it out again.
The death of Funnick here. He'll respawn in 20 seconds. I think Na'Vi still get this Roche.
Do they?
Well, unless RoX.KiS see it coming, and they do. They Centaur will blink and stomp out 2. Maybe they don't get it. Na'Vi, oh, they already lost once to Power Rangers. They can't afford a loss here. 3 heroes.
This is
Die.
brutal.
And
Now
the wards get
Roshan's so low, but I mean Tinker's still alive.
And they've got a
Yeah.
BKB on this Luna as well.
Maybe if the T1 were up, he could blink there, but it's too early. Well, it's just like a couple of small mistakes that have turned like okay situations into terrible situations. Like Kavos dying on top, using Doom on the wrong hero. This
And
one,
then Funnick getting caught mid. That not having Bat Rider vision for that Roche engagement really cost them.
Kavos having to tank was a much bigger deal, though. He should not have to be at that compromising position at like 100 HP going to the Roche pit. But very nice stomp by Sadoy, scouting that out. Did they even have vision inside the pit?
They used the Dazzle, so they got a
Okay.
little vision near the pit. Rubik? What has he stolen? Oh, level 3 Mist Coil. Not really ideal.
So finally, RoX.KiS will get a gold lead in this game. 8-1 is the kill score. So Na'Vi, they kind of just have to play damage control mode and just hope that Dendy doesn't get caught out when they try to defend T2s. But they can stall for a really long time.
As long as they don't get picked off. They always do have the option of stalling, but RoX.KiS, with the Shadow Shaman initiation, the Blink, as well as the Centaur Blink, potentially can just cut through the back to the back lines before Na'Vi set up their defense.
Yeah.
Na'Vi just have to position themselves well. Don't stand up too far.
Or be really quick with blinks.
Yeah, and protect Dendy. That's the other key. If their Tinker dies, then they're not so good at defending. Well, we'll see if they can do it. RoX.KiS looking through the enemy woods for now. Just scouting for some potential pickoffs. They'll drop the Ion Shell on Sadoy and make their move in mid. Meanwhile, Kuroki up to the high ground. He'll just try and... Got his arcade boots up. Just hanging out. Maybe gonna try and find a pickoff on a retreating hero, but pretty much they just don't want to get jumped is the ultimate deal here. Na'Vi continuing the defense, but the March is a bit late to get dropped. Already the tower's taking tons of damage. Now the Centaur jumps in. A quick reaction from Dundee. Blinks away. Throws out the 2 rockets as well and punishes RoX.KiS for their aggression. They're forced to mech. Meanwhile, another zap from Kuro. More March coming in, but the tower's now getting quite low. It's in deny range. 6-3-3. Forced to back off.
Enigma had to cancel his TP. I think that they might be able to...
Flame break. There's a blink in initiation from Solo. He finds one. The Lucid memes here. The wards get dropped outside the base. Kuro will die. Oh, if they'd saved those wards, maybe they could have even threatened high ground. But
yeah, it would have been... I think they should have saved the wards. But they should have saw... I don't actually know if they saw Puppey TP. Because he TP'd over here. He canceled. If he can't beat the fight, this is a very easy 4-on-5.
oh, they know. They're hunting him. Solo's here. Your boots of travel are coming from Dendi.
That was a nice scare tactic.
Yeah, just anything to protect the puppy, but I think the puppy's dead regardless.
I don't think so.
No TP for 20 seconds.
No one has blink up for like 6, and everyone's coming in.
Oh, there's the Hex. Can they go in on him now? Centaur looking to go in. They want to commit to Puppey. Out comes the Eclipse. BKB is here, but it's been stolen. Can Kuro use it? He's still alive. 633 dropping low, and now the turnaround will come. They did lose Puppey's Enigma, but the Enigma... The Eclipse could be used against them. They lasso back in one. Kuro just waiting on the periphery of the fight. Doesn't want to commit. They doom Yol. Maybe they'll get this kill, it looks like. Yol. Just a laser needed. Rockets will be thrown out. Yol should take a spill. Will fall in the end.
That could have been a lot worse.
Now they have a stolen Eclipse to work with for the next fight. And Black Hole.
Goblik had 2 really good aphotic shields. One was immediately onto the Centaur as soon as he got telekinesis, and then that's how Puppey died. And then another one was on the lasso by Funnick. So a really nice aphotic shields.
He just loves these defensive supports that can make plays by
Funnick
bailing their teammates out.
Ooh. The smoke almost gets popped looking for Solo, but without lasso, it's
I love
pretty
this move from
kill.
Navi though. Going aggressive with the Eclipse and Black Hole ready. RoX.KiS have to be very cautious.
Centaur's really farmed too. He has Blink and Mech, 900 gold on top of that. So this is more farm than you will usually see your offlane Centaurs.
The one other good thing for RoX.KiS is, oh, Kuroki. He'll find Sidoi here. He's got the level 2 Eclipse. Is it enough damage? It is. Well, you only get the 4 beams, but more than sufficient.
Still, big play.
What are you going to do against that, you know? It's like you can't not ever leave your base. That's just too expensive. So. Just got to hope you don't get caught, but caught he was.
Or be quick about Lucid beaming after Eclipse. That's slightly more difficult, though.
Yeah, I mean, if the Rubik plays it perfectly, he will be able to steal it, because it has that cast animation.
Well, here they go. Dendi trying to get an ancient stack, does not get it off. And let's see, is Puppey working on a BKB yet? Next, yes, they don't have any way to stop BKB though. So Navi, they'll have what, 2 BKB soon, and then Tinkers to defend high ground. I don't think this T3 tower is going to come down anytime soon.
Unless they just get picked off like they did in the last fight. If they start giving up kills, then potentially they don't have their full team fight to defend the base. Maybe the Tinker dies. Shouldn't, in theory, with quick fingers and a Blink Dagger, but we did see some pickoffs earlier mid, which almost cost them the racks. If the wards have been saved, well, maybe not the racks, but at least damage on the tier 3.
There is 1 minute left on the Aegis. Actually, a little bit less than a minute. So here it goes, the big push.
What have they stolen here? It's a double edge. Oh, that's a lot of damage for Kuro with level 4, but the damage will go both ways.
That's one of the worst spells to steal, unfortunately.
I've seen it work out, but like it only works out if you're just looking to finish off retreating heroes. If you just drop it on a hero when there's a fight,
he has to be at melee range. Too.
Yeah. I have seen it work though. If your team's like locking down retreating heroes, you just need a little burst damage to kill. But generally, yeah, not a good spell.
Yeah, I think almost anything else would be better, but I think he was hoping for Hoof Stomp. That'd be pretty good.
Yeah, lift into Hoof Stomp as well. Have that. Don't even need a blink, really. Yasha's up. They'll go for the safer tower here, RoX.KiS. As we start to head towards the mid-game, 22 minutes in, score 10-3. Gold, it's a bit of a lead for RoX.KiS. Experience quite even, but most of their lead, let's see.
Oh, here we go. A smoke from Na'Vi. RoX.KiS has 3 observer wards up in Navi's jungle, but oh, they'll see Goblik. Smoke has been popped by 1 hero. I think they know that everyone's behind them, though. And Aegis has just expired on Luna, so it's a pretty good time for Na'Vi to fight. Does Rubik? Oh, no. Well,
are they going to go in? Luna, waiting. It is nighttime. They've got that additional vision. They might see Na'Vi coming first.
They know that Funnick wouldn't come alone, though, so they're about to get popped.
Well, it's more if they just get the jump here. The Doom will come in first. The Abaddon will be the frontline hero as well here for Na'Vi. And now they're just going to try and farm their own woods. And Sidoi says, oh boy, you're going to pay for that. Jump in on Puppey. There's a quick lift up from Kuro. He's stolen the Hoof Stomp. Tries to get it off, but the Eclipse has already come out. Huge damage done by 6, 3-3. Is there enough follow-up is the question now, though. The lasso's there. They're fighting in the March of the Machines, and Dendy is doing a lot of work. They lasso Sidoi up to the high ground, but Funnick also brings him over the cliff, down to the low ground. Havosh just goes back to farming, while the rest of RoX.KiS look to retreat out. Funnick, Flame Break, not enough to get the kill, but does bring them quite low. 2 for Nilla. 2 for 1.
Nice hoof stomp by Rubik. Havost, I think he used Doom on the Dazzle again. Like, if he doomed Luna right there, they would come out far on top on that engagement since they have the better late game. But, yeah.
Yeah, it's just the annoying thing about playing Dazzle. Against him as a carry, you don't want him to get off Grave, and sometimes maybe you get the red in your eyes and don't choose the right target. Well, Solo will be found on the backside. Rockets coming in, but so unfortunately neither hit Solo. Now the shield gets dropped, but now he's isolated. Should be going down here. Dendy will bring him down, and yep, there's your March to secure the kill. So the Solo mid for RoX.KiS does fall, and they're forced back.
Still, Na'Vi doing a very good job of making this game go pretty long. They want to keep their T2s up, keep RoX.KiS repel from their side of the base for as long as possible. Tinker working on the Shivas, has it up in just 600 gold. Shivas is a very old school build for Tinker. No one really likes it anymore. People usually get Sheep or Dagon, EB. Shivas is nice for pushing out lanes, though.
Yeah, it's definitely the better farming build, and it's the better just like stalling the game for later. But it means your team's a lot less threatening to find pickoffs. And if it comes to team fights,
Hex is not that useful versus RoX.KiS, though. Not right now. Abaddon Shield is too strong, and they have Stampede.
That's true. And Rearm's also only level 2, so it still takes a little while. It's not like you can just perma-hex somebody in like a matter of like, the 1 second. Rearm, Hex, just constantly be hexing. So, I think if it was a level 3 Rearm, it'd be a lot more effective against the shield. But he doesn't have the mana to support that yet. Shiva's guard is out, though, and with this Dendy, he'll just be constantly looking to stall the game, take it late, and the armor will be alright, I guess. Helps a bit against the Luna auto attacks.
AoE slow is really nice, too. And attack speed slow, because they don't have that much damage right now. Luna's still getting there. 6-0 on BZZ, 14,000 net worth, 2,000 above Havost. Havost is also going for armor.
Yeah, Na'Vi going for mass armor, actually. RoX.KiS don't have that much physical damage. Just the Luna.
The weave is pretty scary, though.
That is true. But a lot of these heroes aren't going to be auto-attacking. Like, Centaur won't be, Abaddon won't be, Shadow Shaman won't be. It's really just the Luna, I feel.
Yeah, Rasta Wards.
The Wards. Well, they'll take the Roach here. Na'Vi too late to get in. They'll back off. It just goes the way of RoX.KiS, and it's a close enough game where it still could go either way, but Na'Vi, for a team that's giving up an Aegis, are still in an alright position. Farming, pushing out the lanes, getting items on all of their cores. The Enigma's a bit behind, but Puppey has Mithril Hammer Gold, not too far off of a BKB, and
the gold difference
just get this go like 20 minutes, then
I think they can easily make it go that long, though.
They'll be in good shape.
RoX.KiS hasn't been stacking Ancients. Maybe if Luna like went HOD or something, they would be... Oh, she just went HOD. Okay, well... it's a little late,
yeah,
but...
even so, it's rather late.
Yeah, they need to farm... They need to win the farm war, and they're not doing a good job of starving Na'Vi out right now. I mean, they're down 2 Aegises, too. I think they're actually up in terms of just raw gold. There's, what, 3 towers left on RoX.KiS side, 1 on Na'Vi. So it's only 2 tower difference and 2 Roshan. So Na'Vi is still out farming RoX.KiS overall just from creep kills and even kill gold, which RoX.KiS is ahead by 7. They're still coming out ahead in terms of farm.
Puppey just lingering at the top lane a bit longer than what he probably should. He'll TP out immediately. Kuro will as well. Stalling. And now the Tinker goes bottom. They know there's a bunch of heroes rotating top. Doom picks up his Assault Cuirass, and the farm just continues for Na'Vi. Just no rush, really. As long as they just keep on stalling, they feel good.
Yeah, RoX.KiS is just unable to farm around the map. Luna doesn't really have any mobility. She doesn't even have a TP scroll on her. And compare that to a Tinker bots who can farm out every lane and push out. He's going to threaten the T2 while they smoke top. Looks like Funnick may be the one caught out here. Maybe if he's quick on his feet, he can get a blink off.
Oh, Godblack looking for the initiation, but a quick blink away from Funnick will let him escape. I really like this gem pickup, though, from Godblack, because if they actually can get rid of the wards, they have a chance at ganking Na'Vi, which they need to do. If they're not ganking them, Na'Vi are just too quick at pushing out the lanes.
Well, here they go. They just want to go mid right now.
This might be pressing it a bit.
This
Then
is
again,
pressing
Dendy.
it, yeah.
Dendy is not set up yet. Where is he actually? Just TPing him in now, and Funnick throws out a flame break just to stall, pushes them around a bit, while the backstab comes from Kuroki. He's invis. There's the gem on Godlike though. Kuro could walk into trouble here. Wards get dropped, and they'll mount their siege on the high ground. The puppy marching forward. No BKB yet, saving for the buyback. Kuroki just hanging back. He has to have seen this Abaddon gem by now. He'll hide in the trees, while Funnick, or rather Havost, will hide on the south side. But the Glaives have done it. They've finally broken through the tier 3. RoX.KiS continue the siege. Na'Vi are going to have to do something to address the Luna problem. She's gotten deep inside enemy territory. Still has the Aegis up. They don't really want to commit to her. Dendy just spamming some nukes, but Elusive Beam's there. And still they won't go in. Suddenly, Solo, they've spotted out Kuroki. The invis ends, and there's an Observer Ward giving them the vision. Instantly gets blown up. And that might be enough to break the base fully. The wards are going to die here, but the tier 3 relatively low. Luna, Mantis cooling down in about 20 seconds time. No mana for Eclipse, but with the Aegis doesn't care too much. This Abaddon is just the siege engine. He keeps everyone at full HP, lets them tank through the rockets, and still there's just no easy way in.
Look at Puppy's HP, just from Glaives. He's almost dead. He had a mech. He was at like 250 HP. Well,
they don't even back here. They'll have Manta style, and RoX.KiS just keep on going. Apparently, the mass heal strat is the answer. The Abaddon with the Aphotic Shields, the heals from him as well, and the Dazzle heal. They're too tanky.
And
Na'Vi
the Rasta
spam is not
Wars.
enough.
The Rasta Wars were really important in bringing that T3 from like 80 to like 40, because you can't march the machines those, and no one wants to go up, or they'll just get initiated on by Centaur.
Wow, Na'Vi, if they lose this game, then they're running out of chances. Maybe they can lose one more, but beyond that, I think they probably don't make it to Kiev, or they win through some sort of tiebreaker. But they gotta put wins together, and RoX.KiS are, for them, a team that's also on the cusp of going to Kiev. 9-3, if they win out, they're gonna make it. So, just a crucial game for both teams as your Starladder land finals get closer and closer. Over 205,000 US dollars awaiting the teams who make it there. DK will be going, IG will be there, EG will as well. Lots of big names and tough opponents already locked in, but these European teams outside of Empire, nobody else has qualified as of yet.
Smoke, they will find
Solo here. They'll find Solo, but Kuroki walks right into 5. Well, who's found? Who is the question? Central gets deployed. Now the Dumo gets dropped onto Solo. Won't get off the wards. That could be a good way to start the fight. Suddenly, Black Hole. They almost get flame breaked out of it, but it's just not enough. Abaddon ult keeping him alive. So many heals from RoX.KiS. They're just so damn tanky. 6-3-3. Doesn't even have Eclipse mana. He doesn't even need the Eclipse. They're winning without it. They've lost 3. They're gonna lose 4. Puppy gets caught. RoX.KiS win a massive team fight, 4-0 without Eclipse.
That was a huge black hole too. 4 heroes in the black hole, but it didn't even look like they took any damage.
Yeah, Abaddon's ult went off. He didn't take much damage. I think there was a mech that got popped.
And a pipe.
And a pipe.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
well, so much for that.
This wasn't enough. It's just they needed like 3 layers of March and Shiva's being spammed to.
And maybe like a stolen Eclipse or something, or Rasta Wards, or anything.
And the thing is, RoX.KiS still have Eclipse, and they actually have Rasta Wards. Remember, he got doomed in the fight. This is probably it. I don't think Na'Vi defend anymore. This will be 2 lanes of Rax down. And with 2 down, sure, Tinker, one of the best late game base defenders in the world, but it's a tough, tall order for Dendy. RoX.KiS bringing rares perhaps to their fans here. They've taken down 2 lanes. Na'Vi, will they fight on? Looks like they won't GG out yet, but it is a steep, steep hill to climb.
Well, there goes the Aegis, but they can. Oh, Funnick may catch someone though.
Oh, once again, who's catching who? Funnick eats a poison touch. There's some backup here for Na'Vi. Doom cooling down in 10 seconds. Na'Vi are just desperate to make a play.
Yeah, RoX.KiS definitely don't want to fight this though. No Rasta Wars, no Aegis. There's not a good reason to fight here.
And no Solo, who also just left the lane entirely, headed towards bottom.
I thought Na'Vi was going to be able to hold on for quite a long time with Tinker, but they just haven't been in position to do so, and RoX.KiS their 5-man is just way too strong. The Godlike draft, I underestimated the double heal. He loves it, and I'm impressed with his Abaddon play.
Yeah, I really thought Na'Vi would be able to turtle better.
Yes, I thought so too.
But RoX.KiS just tanked through it. Not only the Dazzle heal, but just going for a lot of just very good push-eat items in general. The Pipe Mech, the Shadow Shaman Ags, and now he's Refresher up.
Oh boy.
I love this item selection. These are purely next push wins the game items. Drop the double wards. If they don't doom him and prevent him from getting those down, like they're just gonna lose their racks.
Yeah, but they have to, like, they haven't been able to control Luna at all in any team fight.
I don't think they can. I don't think they can focus on Luna though. I think the Shadow Shaman is much scarier with double wards at this point.
Yeah, he's scary. He's super scary, but they're gonna die either way. Either double refresher wards at your tower.
Which way would you rather die? Death by the glaive or death by the wards?
I think. Well, the thing is, Ross is really easy to kill. I think he only has like 1400 HP. He's not as tanky as Luna. He doesn't have a BKB. So I think if you have to focus, like, hopefully you can doom the Luna and.
This was a purely. This was like a sexual preference question, Ben.
Oh.
And you failed.
Well.
Do you prefer wards or glaives?
Death by wards.
Neither? Question mark. not an option. They found Funnick here. Poison Touch comes through. Sodoy can pop his ultimate, and this could be the win. Right now, Puppy comes in looking for a black hole. He hasn't found the opening yet. The double wards get dropped outside of the base, and just look at the damage, Kuro. He's stolen the Centaur ult, though. He says, let's get out, team. Unfortunately, the double wards work their magic. And Navi just say, you know what? It's GG.
Wow. Puppy had 3 seconds left on his black hole when he BKB'd.
Oh my god. I thought he had it and just wasn't finding the opening.
Wow, that was just own it.
That was just a stomp. Navi rarely gets stomped, but Godblack, the brainer of justice. Brainer of rares and keys.
I thought Navi got Navi outdrafted RoX.KiS. I think in retrospect, I guess it was the other way around.
I think it's just
Godblack we trust.
This Shadow Shaman is a bit. I think we underestimated him a bit.
Well, the Chinese scene doesn't, but the Western scene, I guess they do. I like this little mid Shadow Shaman. I don't like him as a support. He's too
Chinese
squishy.
teams actually use him as a support almost exclusively.
Really?
They almost never run him as a solo.
Shadow Shaman mid's pretty ownage. He's like so squishy and he can't offensive, but RoX.KiS very nice.
You know, the thing is these Western teams are just not like ganking at all in the laning stage. So that's where Shadow Shaman mid is even stronger. He's pretty squishy, pretty gankable, but nobody wants to gank. Everyone wants to play greedy, and well, RoX.KiS, they punish Navi's greed. Now 10-3, Navi are 8-3. So. And they have the tiebreaker, I guess, on Navi now as well. This is scary for Navi. They got to start putting wins on the board.
I asked you about it, and you're like, nah, they're good. And then
I said if they keep on winning,
but
they're not winning then.
Well, we were a little bit scared for RoX.KiS too, because we thought they had a pretty tough schedule, but they're winning one of their tough 3 matchups.
Yeah, if they win like 1 or 2 more, they're in good shape. All right, guys, we've got 1 more match coming up. Or sorry, not 1 more match. We've got 3 more matches coming up. We've got our next match coming soon, is what I meant to say, and we'll take a quick break before doing so.